So as I was lacing up my boots and getting ready to go to the range, it dawned on me. Why am I wearing pants? Not like that. But it's like 80 degrees out here and very humid. I'm going to the range. I don't know why I just didn't put shorts on. Oh well, the boots are laced up. Let's go. Welcome back to the channel. Got something very cool for you today. I don't think there are any other videos on YouTube about this particular pistol. I've searched high and low, have not been able to find any. There are videos on pistols similar to this one, but not this exact model. And the gun we're talking about is this right here. It's a Smith & Wesson model 43C. As you can see, it's a J-frame, but what's different, it's not a 38. This is a 22 long rifle J-frame Smith & Wesson pistol. Revolver, whatever. It weighs 11 ounces. This is like, there's nothing to it. I've never shot a J-frame 38. Really never shot a whole lot of revolvers for that matter. But this, I can see why people like this size pistol to carry if you're into carrying revolvers. And it's very tempting to order the 442. That's the 38 special in this size, in this color. And like I said, this is a 22 caliber J-frame. It is an 8-shot, has an 8-shot cylinder, 22 long rifle. The model number, I think I said, it's the 43C, and you can see that denoted right here inside the frame. And one thing that makes this one a lot different, well, not a lot different, but different factory-wise than a lot of the other J-frames like you would find in the 38, like the 442, 642, 637, is the sight. It has your standard small carry revolver, you know, just a plain notch rear sight, but the front sight is an XS white dot. It's not a night sight, but it is very easy to acquire, that front sight. I don't know why they don't put these on the 38 special J-frames, but who knows. And you can also change it out if you want to. You got a little pin there. So the barrel length on this one is 1.875 inches. Like I said, it weighs 11 ounces. It's double action only. As you can see, there's no hammer. It's got the internal hammer. It's got the synthetic grip here. The frame is an aluminum alloy frame, as well as the cylinder. Since it's just a 22, you don't need a steel cylinder. So the cylinder is also an alloy, aluminum alloy, and matte black finish. And you can see there, airlocked. And also, unlike the 38s, it's got a fully shrouded ejector rod there. Now I've got a little bit of a variety of ammunition we're going to shoot through it today. Just got your standard bulk box Winchester. Got some Remington 22 Vipers. These are hyper velocity. They're advertised on the box to run at 1410 feet per second at the muzzle. So those are moving pretty good for a 22. And we got some Remington Golden bullets here. I've got others, but I just brought those 3 to the range out here. I have no worries about it functioning them like you would in a semi-auto with, you know, the standard high velocity, hyper velocity kind of stuff. And if there's one downside to this pistol, it's the price. I looked online, and the cheapest I could find this gun was about $529. Average price though is anywhere from $550 to $600. For a 22 revolver, especially any 22 pistol, unless you're a serious 22 shooter, that's a little steep compared to what else you can get for that price range. So what would you use this gun for? This is not actually my pistol. Borrowed it from a buddy of mine. He is a big revolver guy. He doesn't own any semi-autos. He's got a few Smith & Wesson 357s that are very nice, and a couple of the 22s. He's got this one, and I may see about borrowing this other one here because it is a really cool pistol. He's got the 617, which is basically about the frame size of a Smith & Wesson 357 6-inch, but it's got a 10-shot 22 cylinder. It's a very cool gun, and that one is a very expensive gun. I think he paid about $700-800 for it. But he's a revolver guy, and he wanted a 22. And price isn't really an object for him, so he just said, help me find one of these. I said, okay, here's what it cost. And he said, all right, let's order it. So we ordered it, he got it in, did the transfer, loves it. Now this particular gun, what I would use it for, and what I think most people would use it for, is like a tackle box kind of gun. He takes it hiking, going out on the lake on his kayak, and just little stuff like that. So this would not be the worst option in the world for someone that is recoil sensitive, maybe has not a lot of hand strength. Now it does have a heavy double action only trigger, but there are things you can do to alleviate that issue. Wilson Combat makes a spring kit you can do to take about 3 or 4 pounds out of the trigger pull. But even though it's a heavy trigger, it's really not too bad. So let's load it up here with a few rounds of the Winchester and see how it shoots. Now, admittedly, I have not shot a whole lot of revolvers in my life. Out of the probably thousands and thousands and thousands of rounds I have put through rifles, pistols, semi-auto pistols, and shotguns, I've really only ever put maybe 50 rounds at most through a revolver, and a lot of those rounds were through Junk Food Zombies Ruger SP101. So I got the steel target down here. Let's see how it shoots. So I got it loaded up here with 8 rounds of the Winchester 22. I think these are hollow points. Not that that really matters in a 22. Let's see if I can hit the target. Now, since these are 22s, I'm having a little bit of a hard time hearing them hit the target, if I even am hitting the target. Shooting a snub nose 22 revolver, double action only, from 15 yards back. Let's try again. I think I hit a few more that time. Let's try some of these Viper rounds. Now these should have a little bit more volume to them since they're moving along a little faster. Now the first cylinder I put through this, I think I only hit maybe 3 or 4 times on the target, but I was pulling the trigger too fast. Slow down, concentrate on the target, and should hit them. Now even though this is just a 22, with it being such a light gun, I can still feel a decent bit of recoil for 22. This is probably the hardest recoiling 22 I've ever shot, if that makes any sense. At close range like that, where you might actually use a gun this size for defense, it's very easy to hit the target. Farther back, not so much. And since 22 is generally not the cleanest burning ammunition in the world, I am getting a little bit of fouling in here already, some carbon buildup, and at times it is a little difficult to open the cylinder. And I've not even put 50 rounds through it yet. So you got to take that into consideration as well. Like I said, I've not shot a whole lot of revolvers in my life, So I put up a paper target to see how it would do. This is from about 3 yards back, just shooting quick succession. And it seems to shoot, or I seem to shoot a little bit right with it. So I don't know if it's me or the sight, the fact that it's a double action revolver. I'm going to put up another target, same style, and try it at 7 yards and see how we do. And here is 7 yards. A little bit better actually. So here's 7 and 3 yards. So I think if I practice a little more with this gun, I could become fairly proficient with it. Definitely enough to be able to defend myself if I needed to. But being a .22, that's not what this gun is mainly for, in my opinion. You got 8 shots here. It's not a quick reload. I would load it up with the hottest .22s I could find, and the Vipers here may be close to that. I think I've got some CCIs that may be a little hotter. This is a gun that, up close and personal, stop the threat or slow the threat down enough to where you could get away. Alright, final thoughts on this gun. If you're carrying it for defense, it's better than a sharp stick. But I would still much rather have something like this on me. At least a 9mm. I mean, that little J-frame is cool and all, but I shoot this much better. All 10 shots on target. And if I needed a backup, I got 15 more right here. You got 8 shots here, and that's perfect against a snake trying to attack you, or small rodent, fox, coyote, whatever, if you're out fishing and you need just something small and light to keep in your tackle box in your pocket. Perfect for that. It's not really something you're going to come out here to the range and shoot a whole lot recreationally. Although it could be pretty accurate, it's not exactly what I would call a target pistol. But overall, nice little gun. And if you've got a well-rounded revolver, semi-auto pistol collection already, and you've got $550 to $600 that you want to get something a little more unique, I would highly recommend this. It is a great little gun. So thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more. And another downside to a .22 revolver, dirty hands. Look at that. Definitely gonna have to wash these later.